Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. It is so nice to have you back here, and if you are new, then welcome. Today we're going to be doing a quite short flow, just feel good to move your body, nothing too crazy, accessible to all levels, and you don't need any equipment for it. So if you're up to move around a little bit, then you can join me on your mat. We're going to start in child's pose. All right, so you can make your way there. I like to start with knees wide apart. You can also have your knees together if you prefer. And then let's drop the forehead down to the mat, relax your elbows, and close your eyes. Let's go ahead and take 3 deep cleansing breaths just to encourage the body to release, to arrive in the moment. So deep breath in through the nose, and then exhale through the mouth, release. And again, deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth, let it go. And last one, breathe in. And exhale to release. And now breathing in and out of your nose. Let's take about 10 cycles of breath here. And as you're breathing here deeper and deeper, start to activate your child's pose, reaching forward through the fingertips, maybe even lifting the heels of your hands off the mat and just pulling the mat towards you with the tips of your fingers, and at the same time pulling the hips back towards your heels. On your next exhale, let's walk both hands over to the right. And take 2 deep breaths here, stretching out the left side body. On your next inhale, let's walk the hands back through center. And then both hands walk over to the left. And next inhale, let's come back through center. And then you can make your way into tabletop, maybe tucking the toes and then starting to move around in any direction that feels good. Maybe circling over the wrists or rocking back and forth. And feel free to add cat and cow or any other spinal movement that feels nice. Just using this time, moving intuitively, connecting to your body and to your breath. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And on your next inhale, let's come back to a neutral spine. And then you can bring your shoulders past your wrists, keeping the spine straight. And then as you breathe out, bend your elbows, drop your chest and chin down to the mat. Take a deep breath in and out here. And then on your inhale, let's slide forward, baby cobra, and tuck the toes. Exhale, release the forehead down to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Let's tuck the toes and then pressing into the hands. Bring your hips all the way back to your heels and then up to downward facing dog. And immediately you can start to move, pedaling out the feet, bending and straightening the legs. Maybe shaking out the head, whatever feels good. And let's come to stillness in our downward facing dog. From here, we're going to move into 3 rounds of rolling dog. So coming high up onto your toes, imagine you're rounding from the lower back first, and then the middle back follows naturally, and then the upper back. The head is the last thing to straighten, coming into your high plank. As you breathe in, bend the knees, arch the spine, pull the chest back and up. Exhale again, rounding from the lower back through the middle back to the upper back into high plank. Inhale to pull the tailbone back and up, downward facing dog. One more exhale, round forward. Inhale, pull back. Now from downward facing dog, right leg rises. Exhale, bend your right knee, open up the hip. And then let's circle the right knee in one direction. And switch direction. On your next inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, let's step the right foot between the hands. Breathe in to lengthen your spine. Exhale, pyramid pose. 5 breaths here. Trying to not round into your lower back, so pulling the hips back and up, or reaching the chest forward. And your hands can always come to blocks if you need, or books or pillows, whatever you have nearby. And from here, we're going to take 5 rounds of cat and cow in pyramid pose, or you can stay exactly where you are. So right foot can be on the floor, nice and flat. As you breathe out, round your spine, maybe press into the mat with your fingertips, tuck the tailbone. As you breathe in, pull the tailbone back, lift the chest, gaze forward. Exhale to round. Inhale to open. 3 more. Last 2. And last one here. On your next inhale, let's come into a neutral spine. Bend your right knee, maybe step the left foot a little further back. Right arm reaches up to the sky, and then let's pivot onto the outer blades of the feet. Right hand reaches towards your left toes. Inhale, lift the hips, right arm reaches over the right ear for 3. Exhale, drop the hips, right arm reaches back. Inhale, lift for 2. Exhale, drop the hips, right arm reaches back. Inhale, lift the hips. Now let's bring the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Ground your left heel for side angle pose. Left arm reaches up to the sky. And then your left arm reaches over your left ear. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend the right knee. We're coming back to side angle pose. Inhale, reverse triangle for 2. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Now let's bring both arms parallel to the floor. Reach through the right fingertips as far as you can. For Triconasana, right hand comes on the right shin. Left arm reaches up to the sky. And hold for 5. On your next inhale, using the strength of your core, come all the way up, star pose. Turn both toes out, heels in. Right hand swoops by the right hip. We're going to pivot both feet so they face the back of the mat. Bend your left knee, coming into Crescent Lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, drop your right knee, straighten your left leg, pull the hips back, and reach your arms back and up. Half splits with airplane wings. Inhale, come back to Crescent Lunge. Lift the right knee off the mat. Exhale, half splits, airplane wings. Inhale, back to Crescent Lunge. One more time. Exhale, half splits, airplane wings. Look forward, big step up, high mountain, reaching the arms above the head. Or the right hand holds the left wrist, let's side bend to the right, 1 full breath. Inhale, come back up through center. Left hand holds the right wrist, side bend to the left, 1 full breath. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale to fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Breathe in here. Knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Drop your knees, bend the elbows, drop your chest and chin. Inhale, slide through baby cobra or lift a little higher, high cobra. Exhale to release the chest and forehead down to the mat. Tuck your toes underneath your heels. Let's press back and up, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of rolling dog, and then we're repeating it on the left. On your inhale, come high up onto your toes, round forward, high plank. Inhale, pull back and up, downward facing dog. 2 more, rounding from the lower back through the middle back and the upper back. Inhale, bend the knees, pull from the tailbone all the way back up. Last one. On your next inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, bend your left knee, open up the hip. Let's circle that left knee in one direction. And pause and switch. Try to keep both arms nice and straight. And so it's better here to do the circles slow and really big rather than try to move fast. On your next exhale, left foot steps between your hands. Breathe in to lengthen the spine, and then exhale to straighten both legs, pyramid pose, keeping the spine straight. You can flex your toes as I have now, or you can keep your left foot flat on the mat, whatever you prefer. Keep pulling your left hip back, right hip forward. Keep hollowing the lower belly. Let's hold for 3. All right, now let's drop the left toes down on the mat so the left foot is flat. 5 rounds of cat and cow, breathing out to round the spine. Inhale, starting from the tailbone, arching the back, lifting the chest, looking forward. Exhale, chin into chest, 1 vertebra at a time, round your spine. Inhale, starting from the lower back, open up the heart. And again. Trying to feel all the different parts of the spine, breaking it down vertebra by vertebra as best as you can. All right, closing your eyes here can really help to feel more connected to the movement if you feel comfortable with that. Last time, opening up the heart. Exhaling to round. On your inhale, let's come back to a neutral spine. Bend your left knee, maybe step your right foot a little further back. Right hand stays planted, left arm reaches up to the sky. And now we're going to come into the outer blades of the feet. Left arm reaches towards the right foot, so towards the back of the mat. Inhale, lift the hips, left arm reaches over your left ear. Exhale, drop the hips, left arm reaches towards your right foot. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift, this time pivoting into side angle pose. Left hand on the inside of the left foot, ground your right heel. Right arm reaches up. Right arm now reaches over your right ear, so you're lengthening the whole right side body. On your next inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your left leg, left arm reaches up and over. Exhale, rebend the left knee, right arm reaches over right ear, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Now let's bring both arms parallel to the floor. Left arm reaches forward as far as you can, pull the hips back. And let's open up Triconasana, triangle pose. Make sure to squeeze your thighs, lifting the kneecaps. Keep lengthening both sides of your torso, especially the left. On your next inhale, using the strength of your core, rise up, star pose. Turn both toes out, heels in. Left arm circles by the left hip, pivoting into Crescent Lunge, facing the top of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, drop your left knee, pull the hips back, reach your arms back, airplane wings. Inhale, Crescent Lunge. Exhale, half splits, airplane wings. Inhale, Crescent Lunge. Exhale one more time, half splits, airplane wings. High mountain, breathe in, step forward. Exhale, let's interlace the hands at the lower back. Breathe in to open up the heart. Exhale to fold forward, hinging at the hips. And let's hold here, maybe tucking the chin into your chest if that feels good. Trying to keep the palms of your hands connected. 5 breaths. All right, now we're releasing the bind of the hands. We're going to bend the knees, reach the arms forward, and hold. So stomach is connected to the thighs. Now from here, reach your arms back, lift the heels, and lift your chest, airplane chair. 5. And on your next exhale, we're going to sit the hips down on the heels. Keep your heels lifted. Wrap your arms around your knees, opposite hand to opposite elbow. If you can reach and hold for 5. All right, now staying on the toes, we're going to let go of the hands. Drop your knees a little bit further away from your chest, and then let's open up the knees. So both knees are pointing outwards. We're still on the toes. Left hand will hold the outside of the right knee. Right arm reaches back. Try to keep your hips pointing towards the front of the mat, the short side of the mat, and try as best you can to open your chest to the right. On your next inhale, unwind. Right hand holds the outside of the left knee. Left arm reaches back for 5. Engage your core to twist deeper. 3. On your next inhale, come back through center. Bring your knees together, and then let's sit down behind the heels. Hands come just beside your hips. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Fingers point towards the toes. On your inhale, let's press into the heels. Lift the hips. Coming into reverse tabletop. Exhale, let's either drop the hips back down or straighten the legs and pull the hips through your arms. For 3, inhale to lift. Exhale to either drop the hips or pull back. 2. And 1, hold. Try to lift your hips up as high as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hips down. If your knees aren't already straight, you can go ahead and straighten them in front of you. Remove the flesh from the sit bones so you're nice and grounded on your seat. And then let's take a deep breath in. Reach the arms above the head. On your exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward. Let's take 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly make your way back up. Now let's bend the knees, reach the arms forward, 1 vertebra at a time. Let's come all the way down to the mat. All right, once you're there, let's bring the heels very close to the sit bones so that you can touch the heels with your fingertips. Feet are hip-width distance apart, and then we're just going to lift into bridge pose. So pressing down into your heels, squeezing the glutes, lifting 1 vertebra at a time as high as you can, and let's hold here. And at the same time, you're lifting your chest towards your face, but you're also pushing the back of your head into the mat, trying to lift your chin away from your chest. So opening up the front body as much as possible. Should feel an openness in the front of the hips, hopefully in the chest as well. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, keep lifting, 2, and 1 vertebra at a time. Let's come all the way back down to the mat. You can bring both knees into your chest, hold opposite hand to opposite wrist or elbow, keeping your shoulder blades grounded, tailbone grounded. From here, we're going to bring both knees over to the right, so the right hand can guide both knees. Left arm reaches out to the left. Once you're in your twist, supine twist, completely relax your legs. And try to relax your upper body as much as you can, making sure that you keep your left shoulder grounded and the right shoulder as well. On your next inhale, let's come back through center. And then both knees can fall over to the left, right arm reaches out to the right. And now coming back through center 1 last time. We're going to hug the knees into the chest, maybe lift the forehead up to the knees. Take a deep breath in, give yourself a big tight squeeze, holding your breath for 3, 2, 1. And then let's release and come into reclined butterfly pose. So soles of the feet are together, knees are wide apart, arms can either reach out to the sides or hands can stay connected to your stomach and chest. And of course, if this is uncomfortable for your legs, you can always straighten them out in front of you. We're going to take Shavasana in this position or any other position that feels nicer. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose once you're comfortable. Hold the breath at the top. Hold any remaining tension in your body. And then on your exhale, release it all through the mouth. Observe the immediate relaxation of the body. And become aware of subtle sensations in the fingertips and the toes. Looking out for any notion of feeling in the body. Maybe you can feel the energy coursing through your veins or the rhythm of your heartbeat. We are here to become more and more aware, to be curious, to not have any expectations, to witness what it feels like to be alive. Noticing that it's going to feel very different every single time that you come here. Sometimes you might feel more connected, sometimes a little less, and that's okay. Also, the goal is not to be super sweaty and exhausted each time you're in Shavasana, but to simply have taken the time to connect with yourself, to have done something that felt good for your body and mind, to take the time to be present. In your own time, you can start deepening your breath and wiggling fingertips and toes, stretching out your legs in front of you and maybe reaching the arms above your head, stretching it all out. And then maybe rolling over to one side, bending your knees, taking the time there to reset. And in your own time, moving slowly and mindfully, we will make our way back to a comfortable seat with the eyes closed, perhaps resting your hands on your knees. Taking one more moment here to connect with yourself, to check in, to notice how you're feeling today, to honor your practice, to honor your body. I invite you to reach the arms above your head, stretching out one more time. And then bringing the hands to the heart space, bringing all the goodness into your heart. You can rub your hands together really fast. And then let's place the hands over the eyes. And slowly removing your hands away from your face, you can blink your eyes open, readjusting to the light of the room. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. I hope it felt good. That was the most important part. And I hope to see you again next week. All right, have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time.